What's going on, guys? Ralph here, coming at you with another video covering EA Sports College Football 25. In today's video, we're going to be going over everything we know to be confirmed, 100% confirmed in the game at launch on July 16th if you pre-order, July 19th if you wait for the global launch. Going to get a lot of information coming out about this game. More and more as we get closer. We're under 2 months now. The hype is building. I talked to multiple people just today about how excited we are for this game, and it's coming up quick. So you'll want to stay in the loop. We're going to be covering a lot of it, not only the build up going into the game, but obviously once it launches, going to be doing some content here too, maybe some gameplays, things like that, strategy guides. So definitely going to want to tune in, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll just jump right into it. So this is straight off of EA's website. This is not what I hope is in the game, what I'm wishing for. This is stuff that they have put on their own website. This stuff is confirmed to be in the game, right? So first things first, we have iconic atmospheres, and it says pageantry and traditions. Revel in the sights and sounds that electrify college football stadiums every Saturday. Traditional runouts, rivalries, synchronized crowd chants, loudness meters, as well as real game day audio, fight songs, and of course mascots. It'll feel like home everywhere you look. So to me, this is really awesome, right? I think everybody remembers playing the old NCAA games, and if you got up big or you were in a big spot on the road, your screen would start shaking, your routes would, look all squiggly and stuff with the lines on the screen. So super excited about this, that they're bringing that back. I mean, I think from the trailer, this is something they really focused on, and I think they nailed it from what we've seen so far. So really looking forward to that. Next, we have commentary and broadcast. So we've got a picture here of Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler. If you don't know, they do all the big primetime ESPN games on ABC. They're always at the big game on Saturday night or anything like that. So they're going to be calling the games on marquee matchups, and I put that in quotation, air quotes, of course, because I'm not really sure what that means by that. Maybe like ranked matchups, top 25 matchups, bowl games, obviously the college football playoff games are going to have in here. But basically what they're kind of getting at here is they go on to say Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, and Reese Davis will take up the mic for all your other games. So I'm guessing if it's not a top 25 matchup, not like a rivalry game setting, you're going to have two different broadcast booths, and you'll have the B team, I guess you could call it, as opposed to Kirk and Chris on the A team calling your marquee matchup. So pretty cool there. I don't think that's ever been in a Madden or an NCAA game. I mean, all the Madden games, I know they all have the same two commentators they have for years. So I think this is kind of cool that they're doing that. Might give it a little bit different feel and make it feel a little bit more like realistic too. So Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, and Reese Davis, they're also a part of the ESPN crew there. So really cool details, and looking forward to seeing how this kind of plays out in game. So next we have what they're calling Campus IQ gameplay. Not really sure what that means, and with us not really having seen any gameplay thus far, going to be hard to really tell, what they're talking about here until we get a visual of this. So, but it says true college gameplay powered by a wide range of player ratings that fluctuate throughout a game. That's interesting. Ratings fluctuate. I mean, usually, they change and stuff like week to week, but throughout a game is really interesting. Maybe there's a fatigue factor there, but team tiers, new in-game passing mechanics. EA Sports College Football 25 delivers strategic, fast-paced gameplay reflecting the depth of college football. So very interesting there. Really hard to tell on that until we see it. Going to be hard to make a judgment on that. But then they've got wear and tear system. Manage your players' health, limit fatigue, assess risk of injury, and avoid on-field mistakes by using strategic substitutions to ensure your players are at their best when it counts. So this is super interesting to me as well. Madden's kind of played around with the fatigue and the energy meters with some of the abilities and stuff they've had in the game. You can tire out your opponent if you have a certain ability, this, that, and the other. I kind of hope that doesn't make it over here, but this does kind of make it an interesting tier to the college system that's kind of realistic in the substitutions and things. So going to be cool to see how this plays out with the wear and tear system as well. Next, we have pre-snap recognition. Get the intel you need at the line so you can read the field and make the right decision when it matters most. Doesn't really seem like that's anything different here. I mean, I don't envision that being different than any audible making we've had in Madden the past recent years. I don't see that being any different. Probably just kind of describing that there. It could be different though. It could be really cool. We won't really know until we see it. And then home field advantage is kind of what we were talking about a little bit earlier with the shaking routes and stuff. The host team has a tangible gameplay advantage in every matchup. So they're saying this is going to be literally every game. If you're on the road, just strap in. Test your squad's road game composure as you face various levels of distractions like screen shaking, missing pre-play icons, and moving play art. So let's go. I'm all in on this. Hope they kind of revamp this to make it more like it was in the old NCAA games. Madden has their own like momentum meter going on right now. Honestly, not really cool. So kind of hope they just kind of switch it back to like it used to be in the old NCAA games, but really looking forward to having this home field advantage. So now we've got the game modes, and if I wasn't already just completely super hyped for this game, seeing these confirmed game modes, I mean, just puts me over the top. I mean, I can't express how excited I am for this game. With Dynasty mode, Road to Glory 2 Classics coming back. Dynasty is where you can create your coach, build a powerhouse college football program from the ground up, establish your staff, recruit the best talents, utilize the transfer portal. So this is going to be an interesting part to this game going forward that we obviously did not have in past NCAA games. You're going to be able to use the transfer portal. It's going to be really cool to see. Another part on the transfer portal, though, is if you jump over to this Road to Glory section, live the life of a student athlete. Road to Glory was my favorite thing to do. You could like go and choose to do your homework or like go to party or something. Like it was so fun. Like I loved every aspect of that. But Road to Glory's back. Live the life of a student athlete with your created player. Take home the Heisman as you build an unforgettable college football legacy. Manage your weekly schedule, GPA, image, and earn coach trust to get more playing time, or use the transfer portal. Again, going to be super interesting to see how they implement this in the game to get the time and glory you deserve. So really looking forward to these game modes, particularly. These are two classics that I'm so glad they're bringing back, and I just can't wait to get my hands on these. And here we are with Ultimate Team. You had to know this was coming. Such a big moneymaker for them in Madden, you know, with the pack system, buying packs, using those points and coins to buy players. You kind of had to know this was going to be implemented in College Football 25. But I think, you know, it could be controversial for some with the whole pack system and, you know, spending real money to get a better team and things like that. But I will say I'm not as concerned about it with them bringing Dynasty and Road to Glory back, because this isn't your only option. I feel like with Madden, franchise hasn't been that great. They kind of took out the aspect of you building your own player and like making it to the league and making a roster. They've kind of taken that out as well. So there really wasn't other options that were viable, good playing options to spend your time playing other than Ultimate Team in Madden. But I do think with this game, there will be other options for you that, you know, don't want to get into Ultimate Team and the grind that it is, honestly. But I'm kind of looking forward to it, if I have to be 100% real here. It says Legends and, you know, Dream Team. There's people that played in college that were so good in college, but they just didn't translate over to the NFL, right? So that brings up a whole new box of players we could get to play with in this NCAA game that we couldn't in Madden. Or, you know, everybody has their favorite college player that went on to do great things, but maybe he didn't make it in the league. So I think this is a really awesome opportunity to kind of play this and have a Legends team, if you will, in Ultimate Team in college football. Definitely looking forward to it, and I'm going to give it a shot. Road to the College Football Playoff, on the other hand, this kind of seems like it's almost just, it says a new way to play competitively and represent your favorite team in the road to the College Football Playoff. Climb the poll by upsetting your toughest opponents, make it to the playoff, and vie for the national championship. I mean, it kind of just seems like play now, but you're just playing through a season to take your favorite team to the national championship. But I guess we'll kind of have to wait to see the full picture. Now here we have confirmation that crossplay will be in the game. I think this is really interesting as well, because I think Madden just implemented this last year. I believe was the first year for them to do it. One thing of note here on this frequently asked questions that they have: what game modes will crossplay support? College Football 25, you can cross-platform and Road to College Football Playoff, College Football Ultimate Team, and Play a Friend. So notice, like, Dynasty is not on there. So like if you're going to run an online Dynasty, which they have confirmed in the game as well, you won't be able to do a cross-platform with your PlayStation buddies if you're on Xbox or vice versa. So very interesting there. Kind of disappointed in that. Wish it was. But honestly, with cross-platform being in the game to begin with, it kind of leaves the door open for that to be a possibility in the future. So who knows? Maybe that's down the road. But moving on to the last thing here is Team Builder. It wasn't really anywhere put out other than this news article piece they came out with a Twitter page at CFB Direct, which if you're familiar with Madden, they have one that's Madden NFL Direct, where they tweet out, you know, all the bug fixes and content drops and things like that. So they made one for this game called CFB Direct, and they actually put this out here called Campus Huddle, like a news article that basically recaps everything we've gone over. But here at the very bottom, they have this thing that says Team Builder. It says create your own college football program with customization tools on the Team Builder website website, design uniforms, helmets, fields, and upload your own logo. You can upload your program to use in Play Now or Dynasty. Check out the Download Center or browse teams created by the entire community. Learn more about Team Builder later this summer. So I think that'll be really cool. That's a piece that's been missing from Madden for a few years too, is like create a team. You can go in and make your own stuff, make your own field. I think that will be awesome. Really hope that turns out to be promising. But that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you hanging out for this video. If you made it this far, leave a like, subscribe. We're going to be covering this game all the way up till launch, and then even past launch we'll be making a lot of content on it. So appreciate everybody for watching. Ralph out.
This one away.
Yeah, that's the